What is going on? I'm ZMOT. We had some tribes updated. First time ever. Laser Ranger health. Not sure if this is going to be a great one or not, but for me, trying to get a hardcore solo, I think this is going to be magical. I don't know if we should boost it. Everyone's going to boost the Scorchers. I myself sticking with my disco chicks. Now, I am on a bit of a roll on the warships. Now, you'll see that I'm only at 20.49. I was way down in 18. I've been trying all sorts of different attacks. When we left off, I was using Seekers. The problem is you can't use Seekers late night when you gotta close one eye just to get them in line with one another. So I went back to the drawing board, tried to figure out what the heck I could use that would make it absolutely dead simple. Trying to make this as simple as possible. As you can see here, we don't have the Riflemen, we don't have Kavan, we don't have Laser Rangers. Sure, Laser Rangers are pretty simple. Sure, Rocket Choppa, Heavy Chopper are pretty simple. We need more simple. Also, don't have Scorchers, don't have Bullet. Offense is a little tiny bit limited compared to some, but let's be honest, we've got lots and lots of things. So, went and got that third shock launcher, also have the building health. Don't need to be crazy fast. 121 there, 157 there. Hard to say with these ones because people fizzled, including me. Lots of fizzles happening on my base. Also, people just retreating because I'm attacking slightly faster than them. So, the big reveal. It's just full-on noob bus rushing, but with a bit of a twist. We're mixing in one boat of Seekers, and I gotta say, it is doing magical things. So I'll show you against Hulk. I think this is the one where I went to the right. Yeah, so this is where I've been having problems when it comes to Seekers. You've gone all the way around. By the way, on my previous video of Seekers, I was using it wrong. One boat of Seekers is all you need to get this engine room. You throw one shock on the boom cannon and the cannon. It gets the single engine room all by itself. Just have to be aware that a cannon will take you out. A cannon or a boom cannon, that is too much firepower next to it. You wouldn't be able to get that engine room. Anyways, when it comes to getting this engine room was where the problems were happening. So I put the good old ingenuity into play and just went full noob bus rush. Just getting all of the buses, getting underneath that sky shield, and then look at this, bringing the Seekers in early, getting our heavy choppas moving with the Seekers underneath. Like, the Seekers are underneath, hidden amongst all of those fat dudes. So just trying our darndest to keep the Seekers alive. And you don't even really need to keep the Seekers alive. They just really help underneath Sky Shield. So that is why I sent them over on that right-hand side. Give this a go. There are two different ways to do this. First of all, you do it with the Seekers underneath with your heavies, or you can drop them a little tiny bit late, or you can send them over and get one engine room. There are many ways to do this. Oh, quick note, before I go any further, my Seeker hits before that I was showing you were without that GBE node. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sure, I was successful, but it's not a long-term strategy. You need that extra GBE, most definitely. Let's see if I can find you a different hit where we did. Nope, that's a fail. That's a big fat fail. We're gonna skip over that one. Let's just see here. Victory against SSH. I like SSH way better than Telnet. That's a 5 engine room. So again, doing things a little bit differently on this one. Not bringing the Seekers with us, getting the Seekers to get that final engine room. So we know we're going to be losing some troops over here. Sure, it's a 5 engine room base. Not the end of the world, though. And then as we start to get towards that final engine room, we bring out the Seekers. The shock launcher is distracted. Heavy choppas are over the open deck. Lots of good ways to do this. And I mean, honestly, these attacks, not super duper great, but as people's bases get more and more filthy, and again, this is a little bit different, you'll notice my Seekers have not been dropped. I go 99% of this attack without Seekers, which actually saves us a little bit of gunboat energy. I'm not sure why I was saying that, doesn't make any sense. Taking out shock launchers first, then just flaring engine rooms bit by stinking little bit, one after another, engine room to engine room. You guys know how to drive these buses, and this is the tricky part right here. Getting those heavies underneath the sky shield, and then as my Seekers take out that engine room. So showing you 3 different strategies: Seekers with the buses, Seekers at the end of the attack, and then Seekers at the end of the attack underneath the sky shield. So let's keep going. 5 times win streak. What better way to ruin a win streak than get up from my comfy couch, come down to my desk, and start recording. So for this one, they've got 3 shock launchers. I'm not overly concerned, because by the time we get to those shock launchers, we're going to have a bunch of gunboat energy. Don't need to rush all that much. We're going to pick off this here mortar. Then we're going to go get that flamethrower. No flares required, just hanging out, picking up some free gunboat energy. And what you can also do is flare the boom cannon. That way what you're going to end up doing is letting your critters stay behind, and then the critters will clear the engine room for you. Don't really need to focus on getting the engine room down, just need to get your troops moving in the right direction. We're going to leave those critters in behind just so that they can finish off the engine room. Everspark with that step back on the, what is that called? On the critter swarm, letting the heavy go out front, and they say chivalry is dead. Heavy stepping in front of Everspark, picking off the boom mine. And now we've got our critters dispersing. Not a big deal. Everspark getting hit in the face by the shock launcher. We're just going to get this shock launcher down. Notice I don't think we've even used 1 shock yet, have we? Yeah, we have used 1 shock. That was our first shock right there. Getting over here onto that shock launcher, trying to get our troops up close and personal. Sadly, Everspark has bit the dust, but it shouldn't really matter, because we've got all our heavies trucking along underneath those yellow school buses. Such a strange attack, but as you can see here, it is working. It is working fairly darn well, and the only thing we need to make sure of is that A, our Seekers don't all hit all of the boom mines, assuming we can get that far, and then B, that shock launcher does not turn towards our Seekers. If it does, bad things are going to happen. Am I going to fizzle for the first time in a long time? It's kind of feeling that way. We're just going to let them work away on that engine room. Come on, get that thing down ever so slowly. Trying to avoid the flare. There we go. Getting that flare out right there. And then we are going to sneak. I'm not sure if it's even a sneak at this point. We are going to send all of our Seekers in on that final engine room, getting our shock out early in the hopes that our Seekers can get underneath there, trying our darndest to get a shock out. Opponent has fizzled. We're still on track to get this engine room. This attack getting less pretty, less attractive by the second, but still, if you close one eye, it kind of looks half decent. That is not how I intended to show you guys this attack, but still, we're at a minute 6 and they fizzled. So a win is a win. That is not a good one. I made many mistakes there. Hopefully you guys can't see you can see my battery coming in and out. Win streak still alive though. Should you guys be doing this attack? Maybe like late night. If you're doing a late night booming, you're a lot bit tired. Your battery keeps flickering off and on. Let's unplug that. Let's see if we can't ride this ridiculous noob train that's actually a convoy. I guess it would be more of a convoy than a train into the diamond ranks. Now I see some shock mines hidden under there. You know what the best thing about this troop combo is? It don't care if there are shock mines. Shock mines are basically irrelevant as long as you can throw your flare, get your troops moving. You can use this troop combo. Like honestly, the yellow school buses are so easy to use. Then you mix in some Seekers. I'm going to hang out here a second as my heavy choppas clear a bunch of things just to keep my Seekers alive as long as we possibly can. Want that shock launcher dead. There we go. As we start, we've already wasted 30-ish seconds. Not the end of the world, though. Getting our Seekers underneath, Everspark's Critter Swarm, getting us some good Seeker goodness. And then I'm going to send my heavy choppas on ahead, knowing there's a shock mine there, knowing full well that we need to get a shock right about there. Seekers have made a turn towards the left. Not a perfect attack by any stretch of the imagination, because our Seekers zigged when we thought they were going to zag. But still, we still have 8 Seekers somehow, some way. Now we just need to get our troops ahead of them. Get going, dudes. Get on ahead. Let's be honest here. Our Seekers are dead. Our opponent has already retreated. I'm guessing people are trying to use Seekers. I'm guessing people are failing miserable with Seekers. I gotta say, I was having a very hard time with Seekers. I would go on these streaks where I would almost get into diamond, and then I would just utterly and completely fail and lose like 6 in a row. If you watch poker at all, I would say that I was going on tilt. I haven't watched poker in years and years, but that's about the best term that I could come up with as far as what the heck I'm doing. Let's retreat. There's no sense wasting time here. Why are we retreating? I don't need engine rooms. All I need is wins. I think we're going to be at 79 out of 80 at the moment. And is it the noob bus rushes that's winning, or is it the base? I think it's the fact that we are clearing engine rooms quickly. Let's see what Corsair is bringing. Heavy choppa, rocket choppa, 4 boats of each, splitting off on either side, and somehow, some way, losing the troops. So, by the way, heavy choppa, rocket choppa, same thing. Mix in 1 boat of Seekers. And I'm going to show you a little secret here that took me a little bit to understand. It was probably embarrassing that it took me this long to figure it out, but you see people doing 1 boat of Seekers this way. And then like on my base, for example, if we zoom in, you'll see that I've got those boom mines specifically placed because of people coming in with Seekers. But you know what? Come in the back door. That way works just as well. And me and Orion were doing a live stream together, him and I going over Seeker strategies, and it took us a long time to notice that back door. Way longer than it probably should have, but make sure you're having a look at that back door. 7 win streak. Let's finally get into diamond. I gotta say, I am a slight tad bit embarrassed how long it's taken me not in diamond this season. It is not a good time. Not a good time at all. So, how in the world? Let's go. We're going this side. This is my favorite way to go, simply because this is the side that makes the most sense. This is the side where Everspark is going to leave some critters behind. You're going to get that mortar down, even if you just completely and utterly ignore it. That mortar right there is basically free GBE. That is all that mortar is doing for anyone at this point. Get your troops into position, get some things cleared, and then we are going to drop these guys right here. And why we're going to drop them while that engine room is up is because we want them to path in the way that we think they should path. They will sometimes go a whole different direction, but there's no point waiting. And by doing this, we can go up here, we can get this shock launcher down. We know that our Seekers are probably going to go to this engine room next, so by getting this engine room right here down, we will hopefully, that shock launcher down, I should say, we should be able to set our Seekers up for some success simply by trying to get ahead of them, trying to clear a couple different things. And now we know our Seekers are going to hopefully go left. If they don't go left, we should still be able to get some good value out of them, and a whole bunch of them are going over to that engine room, which is exactly why people are using this base, because it's making Seekers split. And when you can make Seekers split, you can get all sorts of great value out of them. We are going to keep that shock launcher shocked because we need to get our heavies onto that engine room right there. Come on, dudes, get a move on. Next up, we're going to go after that shock launcher because I'm sick and tired of losing troops because of that shock launcher. getting engine rooms one by stinking one. Come on, fat dudes, let's go. Are we fat shaming heavies? No, we're using their heftiness, their thickness, their girth to our advantage. Now, a little bit not awesome here, the fact that I've used so many darn flares because we didn't know where our seekers were going to go. I am smelling a loss here, folks. I am very much smelling this. Can you smell what the rock is cooking here? It's not looking good, my friends. We need to get a heavy choppa to fall so we can pick up some free gunboat energy. We've got some heavies. They're going to be burning some things. The fact that our opponent has not gotten an engine room in a while, though, maybe just, no, there we go. You know what? I'm just going to retreat. We could probably get all the engine rooms. Whoa, yeah, that was, GG somebody. Like I said, this is not infallible. Is that the term I'm after? You will potentially lose some battles, but you're gonna be able to win more than you're going to. McLovin, you know what? I've beaten McLovin like 9 times this season. I'm okay losing to McLovin. That was karma right there. I swear I've beaten McLovin, no joke, at least 8 times this season. I don't know why. Maybe we were at the same spot for the same time for a long, long while, but McLovin's name just kept popping up over and over and over again. And never once did I check his ID. It was just, I don't know. But you know what? Good game, McLovin. You got the last laugh. I was going to end the video there in Diamond, and you got the best of me that time, my friend. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Okay, let's do it. We're going back. We're going back to the old well here. Less talking, more walking. Let's get all of these fat dudes over onto here. Need to conserve GBE a little bit better. This has not been great strats on my part thus far. We are going to wait for that shock launcher to go down, though. I just don't want to deal with that shock launcher latching on. There we go. Critters coming in hot. That's going to be huge for us. All of those critters dealing with all of the other critters and the shock launcher. Come on. Come on. Here comes Johnny. Let's go. Getting the seekers out. Getting over into there. Starting to look a little bit better. Now, I kind of assume our seekers are going to go hard left next. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get over into here. I can shock that right side if they go right. Come on, fat dudes. We got to split. I don't like it when my troops split at all. I really, oh, there we go. Somehow, those were actually critters that went, that was not smart on my part. My critters went right. My seekers went left. I confused the two. Really wish there was some better way to differentiate between the two, but not the end of the world. We're going to leave a little bit of health on that engine room right there, getting some critters out to protect our seeker dudes. And now we should be in golden straits here. Golden straits, is that what I'm trying to say? As we get this, come on, get this engine room down so our seekers can make a hard left turn before they get all shot down by that boom cannon. Maybe we're just going to leave the seekers to finish off that engine room. We got 6, 5, 5, 4. Okay, heavies en route. 154. Looking at a decent time for the first time in quite a while. Need a shock over there on that boom cannon because we do have at least one seeker. We had one seeker. We're down to 0 seekers. Like I said, you guys can all do this attack. Some of these attacks I show when I give this disclaimer like, hey, you know, I'm pretty good with seekers. Everyone on Boom Beach can do this attack. Every single person. So consider giving it a shot. The fact is, we are going to beat Hammer. Hammer is a diamond player, and we are going to beat them By the way, GG, Mr. Hammer, when you see my replay, you are going to just facepalm. No one wants to lose to the noobiest of newbie attacks, and we are going to pull out. And by the way, those do not enter signs mean this is a member of Join at Own Risk. I have bled so many stars to the members of Join at Own Risk this season, so kind of nice to claw some back. I think we've got the win. Pretty sure we've got the win. Yeah, 134, 108. Let's go. Back to 79 out of 80. One more boss battle, win or lose. Like I said, I've already got one eye closed. I'm squinting, trying to connect the dots between these things. And it's not an adult beverage thing. It's just been a long weekend. Daylight savings time not helping. Boss battle, us versus a diamond player. Now, do we go straight in or do we bring our Seekers late? I think we're going to go straight in. That's probably, you know what? We're going to go one better. I'm going to go slightly different. This is going to be slightly different, but hopefully better. I've got some plans here, my friends. Let's get all of our heavy choppas over here, and then we can avoid that long walk. See, remember when I said keep your eye on that back door? Just like that, we just made our attacks at least 3% better, maybe. I think this is going to be better. It's going to get us a couple extra heavies out. It's going to get us to not have to do that long walk on the beach. And now we just need to stop tapping that flare button. I know it annoys many of you. It annoys some of you. I apologize for doing it. It's just like my nervous tick because I've had way too many attacks where I've clicked on flare and then not selected flare, and bad things have happened. So we're going to click right about there. We're going to get all of our heavies underneath that there. Come on, fat dudes. Let's go. Need to get our dudes underneath that sky shield. There we go. Not perfect under any circumstances, but we should still be able to clear all the way in. Everspark being dead is going to make this less than perfect, but now we can sneak all of our dudes in here. Let's go. Come on, get up here. Get the heck away from the engine room. We don't need you anywhere near that engine room. We need you guys moving your butts up into there. That is where I need you guys at the moment. All it is a shield, full on shield as our Seekers go the other direction. Not what I was hoping for at all. Boss battle, making mistakes. But you know what? The fact is we've got that far left-hand side engine room, this one right here, gone. So I am feeling way more confident about this attack, except for the fact that our opponent has gotten more engine rooms than us, and we are already playing from behind. 4 Seekers somehow alive. Not feeling confident, my friends. We have just lost yet again, unless we spent a bunch of time talking, which has happened at least once in my Boom Beach career. We are going to flare over to there, trying to keep up with our Seekers. Not going to be able to do it. We are going to lose. We are going to lose fairly badly. The fact is that shock launcher is going to ruin my entire life here. And if we pull out this win, I'm going to be absolutely shocked, dumbfounded, whatever the heck you want to call it. I can't do 2 more, can I? Anyways, you get the basic idea. This attack strategy will get you into diamond. As long as your base is decent, probably need building health. Simply, no one was fizzling before building health. No one was fizzling before that 3rd shock launcher. And now many people are A, fizzling, and B, going slowly. Come on. Let's go. There we go. I'm going to call that a video right there. Was it perfect? No, but it will help you. We got discreet up into diamond, or they were already in diamond. I am going to do this little seesaw up and down action here. The fact that this log is looking so good means I'm going to keep pushing, should be able to hit diamond. Hope to see you there. Should have been there a long time ago. This season, many mistakes were made. Regardless, if this helped you in some way, shape, or form, please throw Code ZMOT in your creator boost. Keep jumping in that shop to get all your diamonds every day. Keep your submarine diving. I shall talk to you soon. As always, thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, clicking the bell, sending the video to your grandma, all that stuff. I'm ZMOT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.